lines up to connect them. It's a very, very detailed graphic.
Yeah. Shout out to
Are we supposed to be like all in the packet?
Okay, because of time, some of you may not complete the plotting, but I want to at least talk about it so that you can understand how to move on to the next problems. So this is, if you can see it, I know it's hard to see, but this is what it should look like when you're finished. Okay? And so we ask ourselves, do we see a pattern? Do we see a decrease or an increase? And if you picture a line, I know there's not a line, but if you picture what we'll call later a best fit line, a line that kind of will go down in the direction that the points go, if you can see that, then you should see a pattern. So here's my question. Do you think it's true that there is a statistical relationship between the weight of a car and the gas mileage? What do you think, Garrett?
I'd say so.
Because if you'll notice, why do you think so, Garrett?
Well, it looks like almost every time, if it weighs more, it has less miles per gallon.
Almost every time. Not every time. There were some what we'll call outliers, but pretty much. And so this would be a strong statistical relationship. We'll begin to call them strong or weak. This one would be strong. All right? Now, you may not be finished, but we're going to go on. Okay? Let's go to the athletic shoe table over on page 43. Okay? And we're going to look at our table together. I want you to take a moment now, and I want you to think about the table, and I want you to wonder, what do I wonder about the things that are being shown there as far as the rating and as far as the cost of the shoe, okay?
What page is it?
I want you to think about, what are some of the things that you noticed? We're on page 43, a new table, shoe table. All right. So you tell me, what are some things that you notice about the relationship between the numbers on the athletic shoe? You've got on the X side, you've got the price. On the Y side, you've got the rating, the quality rating. In other words, the consumer rating of how good the shoe is. Daniel, what do you notice?
For the most part, the cheaper shoes are actually better quality.
Isn't that interesting?
It's weird.
The cheaper shoe
It's not, I'm pretty sure that shirt
has a higher rating. So then, Daniel, I'll have to ask you, what would that cause you to wonder?
Why this economy is so weird?
Why would a shoe that gets a really high rating cost less. Daniel?
Because they want people to buy more.
Yeah, because they're ugly.
Should they buy
They
more?
are ugly, actually.
So they're saying, you know, we're gonna drop our price because we wanna see our volume higher. Here's my question, Danielle, can they afford that as a company? Is that gonna cause the company to go under if their ratio of overhead is too much and they don't make enough profit? That's the question. Jessica?
I thought of two reasons why. So it could be that maybe how much do they sell of that kind of shoe, and then the other one maybe because it's good quality for how much it costs.
Good quality for the cost. All right. Now, Pam,
Well, doesn't it, if they were to sell more, like, if they can, because, like, if you were to charge, like, less for something and then you sold, like, a lot more than you would if you charged, like, 200 for something and then you lowered it down to 50, you would sell more of it. So,
True.
like, wouldn't it?
so you're saying, wouldn't it be good to sell more, right? Would that make up for the little bit of a gap that you get from charging more? What do you think, Will?
Maybe they're ugly and nobody wants them, so they have to have a cheap.
They don't
I like
sell.
They want to have a good rating.
Some good thoughts, you guys.
My wife
All right,
likes everything.
we're gonna take a couple minutes. This is such good practice for you guys on plotting points. I know it's tedious. This time you don't have to flip back and forth. Let's begin now plotting the points of the shoe. Now, I really want you to watch on this one. This one's really interesting. As you plot it, again, let's see if we see a pattern.